As a tour guide, there's some stories you don't share, and these are the ones that I chose to share as a storyteller.
Using technology to tell the stories of the past, one Winnipegger is telling a more inclusive history of Saint Boniface while also using augmented reality to bring those stories to life. Rob Mallow used to be a tour guide. Now he's using that experience in his current role as the artistic director behind the app In Plain Sight.
Being a tour guide in all these different locations, the Saint Boniface Museum, Fort Gibraltar, it was obvious that I wanted to talk about the stories that as a tour guide, not that we weren't encouraged to, but for different reasons, these stories didn't seem to come up as often, and I thought that they were really important.
The app, which is available on both Android and iOS devices, takes users through a walking tour of Saint Boniface. Users can simply point their phone directly onto a historical site the app covers, and they'll be visually transported back in time using the power of augmented reality. The app also has audio narration in English, French, and French Michif to provide historical context to users as they explore the 12 different locations covered. It took about 1.5 years for the app to come to fruition. It's a result of a Winnipeg-born idea coming to life by a Winnipeg-based tech company.
We love working on historical projects. A lot of our work, especially in Manitoba, has been at the Manitoba Museum. We've done a little bit at the Fossil Discovery Center, and so it's always merging technology with unique cultural and ideas that are just based in here.
Mallow embarked on a range of community consultations to provide a much more diverse and authentic historical perspective on the app that may not be experienced on a run-of-the-mill tour.
So that we were able to explore it that way from the women's perspective, but also from the Indigenous perspective. Once I started working with the different elders and the different consultants, it was obvious that there was a lot more to be said than what I could say.
Mallow says while the subject matter in the app may be debated, his hope is that it can still be a tool that will be useful for users.
Some of these stories might cause change, might change your perspective of things, and if that happens, then I guess I've succeeded.
In Winnipeg, Djan, City News.